Hello, this is Photography Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis for the Xbox Series S. Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis is a free-to-play multiplayer online role-playing game developed by Sega. This review is based on 15 hours of play. Being an online RPG, there is a vast amount of content to work through, but this review will give you a sense of what the game is like in the first instance. So what is the game like to play? Well, first you create your character from a variety of classes, from hunters, rangers, fighters, or techers for example. Overall, it's not a bad system, but the facial details were pretty awful. Combat wise, you've got a variety of different strikes and attacks, from charges, sidestepping, glide abilities, lock-on and blasts, with more becoming available as you progress. General combat, I would say, is pretty good fun. The animations are smooth, the controls are fluid, and it has a satisfying feel. The game world's pretty vast with several points of interest, such as training cocoons where you can learn good tips. Finally, on gameplay, the world itself, I would say it's pretty nice, nicely designed, with a central hub city acting as a good place to pick up your missions and do a few other bits and pieces. But overall, the missions, they felt pretty jaded in terms of what you actually have to do, much like many other games in the online RPG genre. I got a real sense of like Black Desert vibes here. They haven't really put a great deal of time or effort into an interesting story or narrative, which does end up making you kind of shrug your shoulders as you take on another sort of uninspired, dry mission. Graphically, it's a very vibrant and colourful experience with a solid game world and smooth animation. However, the game has some major issues with its technical performance, with slowdown, frame rate drops, and occasions where it freezes for what seemed like an absolute eternity. The menus are pretty appalling, and once again the font size is so small, making menu usage really painful. And the tutorials also were pretty badly worded as well. Add to that the overzealous volume of on-screen items, making it very hard to see what's actually going on. All these things, it just kind of left me feeling underwhelmed with the visual experience. In terms of sound, the effects, they're pretty solid, but the voice acting is an absolute cringe fest, and the music becomes one of the most annoying soundtracks I've ever heard. Okay, what's good and what's bad? What's good? The game world is vast and colourful, the combat is fast-paced, and the character creator is okay. What's bad? The story, setting and missions felt devoid of character. The audio is for the most part an absolute disaster. General gameplay gets very tedious quickly, and performance wise it's a complete shit show with hard crashes, frame rate drops and long freezes that ruin the experience. So what's the verdict? Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis is okay, but it lacks the magic of other superior titles in the free-to-play market. Despite having a nice combat system and pleasant-looking game worlds, it doesn't have that bit of magic to make it stand out. It's very much a by-the-numbers online RPG. It's nothing we've not seen before, things we've seen done much better in other games. There's lots of quests, lots of busy work, combat to get involved with, and some nice multiplayer potential. But the narrative is shocking, with characters that lack any charm. And to be honest, I got pretty bored after the first 10 hours. And I don't really think it's a game that's going to hold many people's attention for more than a handful of sessions. Maybe after 15 hours it suddenly becomes an amazing game. I seriously doubt it though. So probably best to give this one a miss. Like, my first impressions after 15 hours were not good. It's not a game I would come back to. It's not a game I would recommend. So yeah, probably worth avoiding. So my score for Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis is 5.5 out of 10. Okay, that was the review. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. This is Photography Gamer signing off. Thank you.